Okay, today we want to talk about how to read your DARS report. It's a very important document for you. It has all of the information that you actually need in order to be able to determine what courses you need to take, what requirements you need to fulfill. The DARS report that I have here is just a sample report that we're going to go through. And this is the PDF file format if you were to download it from your My Ohio Student Center. You can also look at it online and open up each of the sections, but I like to look at it in this way. So it's going to have several pages attached to it, and I'm going to actually start us at the very last page. The last page, what you're going to see is a DARS notation key. And this gives you a little bit of a clue as to what some of the things you're seeing in the DARS report are. First thing that you'll notice when you look at your DARS is that there is some red text. Alright, if you see red text, it means something has not been fulfilled. There's usually a no beside it, or you also see minus signs beside it. That all means something has not been fulfilled. Once a requirement has been fulfilled, it will change to green text. So green means okay, it has been fulfilled, and you'll also see things start to turn to plus signs. And if you've transferred in credit, you will probably see some places already where you're getting green text, where you're getting the okays, the plus signs. Okay, and it tells you just a little bit about that right there. Okay. All right, let's go ahead and scroll back up to the first page. And we're going to start with the university requirements. So these are the things that all students getting a bachelor's degree at OU have to complete. And you can see the very first thing is you have to achieve a minimum of 120 hours. And of course you have your GPA recorded here, minimum of 2-point GPA required. Some residency information, complete a minimum of 30 hours at Ohio University. And here you'll see a section where there are placement tests. Many of you coming in with transfer credit don't have to worry about these things. You've already had some freshman English, maybe the freshman math. If you're going to take a language, you may have to take a language placement test, so you might see those results show up there. If we go to the second column on this report, we get into what we call the tier requirements. All right, so there are 3 levels to these, and of course we have tier 1 first. All right, so tier 1, the first part of tier 1 is freshman year English composition. Now this student is actually a freshman who's had just come into university, and right here you see listed a course, and this indicates that in the fall of 2013 this person signed up for English 1510, which meets that requirement, and you see this RG. RG means that they are registered for this now. This is when we printed this sample DARS out, and once the person finishes that course, that RG will change to the grade that they got in that course. Okay? The second section you'll see is Tier 1 quantitative skills. So this is freshman math that you need to take. And the third Tier 1 portion is junior composition. So when you're a junior, we ask you to take another English composition course. You'll see here select from. And so in all of these sections, what you get is here are the courses that fulfill this requirement. And you can see they're in some of them in a variety of departments. Most of our psychology students end up taking one of the English courses. They end with a J. That means they're junior composition courses. Okay. Okay. So you don't have to worry about that until you are a junior, right? Then we have the Tier 2 requirements. This is the second section of the tiers for the university. So the Tier 2 requirements have 6 distribution areas that need to be fulfilled. This is to give you a good breadth of knowledge. And you have to have 21 hours total, with at least 2 hours from each of those areas. Okay. So the first section is Applied Science and Mathematics. You have to complete 2 hours there, which is typically one course. And it tells you select from the following that fall into that category. We're going to scroll to the next page, get the rest of our sections. You'll see cross-cultural perspectives. You have to complete at least 2 hours there. Because you're in arts and sciences, you'll be taking a language. If you take Spanish as a language, it will fulfill this requirement, so you don't have to worry about it. Okay? Then you have a fine arts that you have to fulfill, humanities and literature, natural sciences, and social sciences. Now again, you've transferred credit in. There's probably several things that are already fulfilled here. Right? The third layer of the tier requirements for the university is a Tier 3 course. A Tier 3 course is a senior level course. It's meant to give you an interdisciplinary look at some topic. So you can select from the following. There are some that are in specific areas. So for example, there are a number of psychology courses that fulfill Tier 3. You can also look for courses that are designated instead of something like psych or sociology. You can look for something that's designated as T3. Okay? And just talk to your advisor about that, but you must be a senior in order to take this course. If you take it before you have reached senior level status, it will not count. So don't worry about that until you reach there. Okay? Okay. So now we want to go to the college level requirements. Okay? We're in the College of Arts and Sciences. So we have the Arts and Sciences requirements. The first thing is the college wants you to take most of your courses at the 2000 level and above. So they don't want you taking all, 1000 introductory level courses. So for that, they tell you have to take at least 60 hours of arts and sciences coursework at the 2000 level or above. Typically, this is not that big of a problem for students. It's just something you have to keep an eye on with your transferring credit in. You may not have gotten enough 2000 level courses that you transferred in, so you might have to pick up one or two, just depending. Okay? Let's go on to the next page where you can see the continuation of that. Here is your foreign language requirement. Currently, we have a couple of different languages you can take online, and so your advisor can help you pick the one that you need to do that. You have to fulfill up through course 2120 or its equivalent. Okay, meaning you could test out of a language if you had a lot of experience with a language. All right, the next criteria is, again, a number of distribution areas that they want you to achieve experience in. And you have to do a total of 33 hours with a minimum of 9 hours in each of the 3 domains that are specified here. Okay? One crucial thing, courses from the department of your major and courses used to fulfill the foreign language requirement cannot be used here. Okay? So you've got to keep that in mind a little bit. What are the areas? Humanities. You have to complete 9 hours. That typically means 3 courses. Now here you're going to start to see something interesting. You do have your select from section, but you also have a not from section. So these are courses that would seem to be humanities areas, but they're not actually humanities courses. They're slightly different, so they don't qualify in this section. But all of these courses do. we also begin to see this strange thing where we have these 4 asterisks. So for example, we've got English and 4 asterisks after it. Those 4 asterisks mean that any course in English fulfills a humanities requirement unless it is listed in the not from section. Okay? Star, 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 star. Any course unless it's in the not from section. All right. So humanities, you've got to get a couple, basically typically 3 courses there. Social sciences, the same thing. You've got to attain 9 hours there. This is the section where courses from your major will not count. So psychology courses will not fulfill this. And so you would need to take something else. You probably have already brought some things in here. Many of our students take sociology classes, or again, you can choose from a number of different things here: anthropology, women and gender studies, business law, depending on your areas of interest, and of course, what's available. All right, so those are the college level requirements. Now, with these forgot to mention natural sciences as well. If you want to get you some experience with the sciences. Okay. Now, if you notice, these distribution requirements have a fair amount of overlap with the university requirements. So because of that, one of the things that you want to look out for are courses that fulfill both of those things. We call these courses double dipper courses. And you probably will be talking to your advisor about them. So for example, you need a humanities in the university requirements. You need a humanities course here. You should make sure that you take something that fulfills both sections. So you're not taking an extra course to fulfill both. Okay? Remember, your advisor can help you with that. All right. Let's go back now and finish this up. And we want to talk about the major requirements. All right. You have to get, for psychology, you have to get a minimum of 2.0 GPA. And you have to complete at least 35 hours of psychology courses. And what we've got is this set up into a number of different required areas. You've got your basic areas, Psych 1010. Most of you probably already have that one. You've got statistics. You have to take 2110, which is the statistics course. You have to take 2120, which is research methods course. And then you get into the particular subject areas: biological, cognitive, developmental, clinical, and social. So you'll be taking each of these courses. In addition to that, you need 3 courses at the 3000 level or above. We have several of those. Most of them are follow-up courses in these separate subject areas. So you'll be choosing at least those 3 additional courses. You can also do a number of other special topics courses. You could get course credit for volunteer work. You're going to talk to your advisor about some of those things, okay? But that is what you need to do for psychology. The last section of the DARS that I want to point out to you is your undergraduate course record. What this will show you in chronological order is all of the courses that you've taken or transferred in. And you probably already have a more extensive section than this particular student had, where you're going to see all of your courses come in, what they have transferred in as, and you'll see the courses you're signed up for, and you'll see the courses as you finish them and get grades for them. Okay, so it's just sort of summary at the end of the DARS report. Okay, I know that's probably not everything that you would want to know about a DARS report, but hopefully it has at least given you a basic idea about it. If you have questions, talk to your advisor about it. They can help you go through this again or answer specific questions for you. All right, thank you.